We're not teenagers anymore. We're not just starting out. We've had a few years and a few different jobs hither and yon, and all of a sudden, bam, we're entering into this age of, we're past middle aged. Let that be known. We are definitely past middle age. We are women and men of a certain age. We Gen Xers, blink, bam, here we are, late 50s, early 60s. Some of us are younger Gen Xers. But still, if you were over 40, you're not playing around anymore. It's time for you to get really serious. And part of getting really serious is you have got to know what your number is. What does it take you every month to live? How much money do you need to make right now? Let's not even think about quitting our job. Let's not even think about moving into retirement. What do you need right now, today? What is your core requirements? Your housing, your transportation, your food, your health insurance, your prescriptions, or your supplements. If you have a pet, you should have a line item for I call it the dog fix-it fund, but you need that as well, whether it's a dog, a cat, a hamster, a gerbil, etc. Do you still have adult children at home? Are you of the age where you actually have underage children at home? All of that goes into what your monthly number is. But for those of us who are approaching this next chapter of our life, who may or may not have actually prepared for it, we're going through things right now that feel very out of control. For me personally, at work, definitely, I hate to use the phrase ageism, but it's just a natural course of moving into the stage. It happens. Younger upstarts have already been coming into the workforce. I have been training them for decades. I am now at a place where those wonderful proteges are now independent and fiercely capable. Love that. But the bosses have gotten younger and younger as well. And I gotta tell you, you either love me or you hate me. I can be a little assertive, possibly mildly intimidating. Sometimes the younger bosses have an easier time of relating to the younger proteges. It is the circle of life, Simba, not a problem. But with that said, I realize that my tolerance of the workplace politics, attitudes, dynamics is growing lesser and lesser. I am looking forward to the day where I don't need to go into this job, which isn't a four-letter word, but sometimes I say it as if it is a cuss word. But I look forward to the day where I don't have to go into it. It's not a requirement. Right now, yes, for my plans, probably for yours, working outside of my environment in this current version of my work life, it is a requirement. It provides health insurance. It provides a steady income. I am able to plan against that steady income to meet my future goals with the income I'm producing today. And every last one of you is responsible for doing that exact same thing. So we got to pull up our big girl panties. We're just going to have to suck it up. Change your mindset. I get to go into this job. Yes, Dad, I'm quoting you. I get to go to work. And I'm grateful for it because that check every 2 weeks is worth it. Period. What that check is buying me, it is buying me my freedom. This job is buying me my freedom. Yours is too. But we have to play it smarter now than we did 15, 20, maybe even 5 years ago. So this is what we got to do. You've got to know what your monthly number is now. You've also then got to figure out what that number is going to look like when you no longer have a job to go into, because there's going to be certain things that evaporate, like the extra transportation costs, the meals out if you're doing that, the professional wardrobe, dry cleaning, whatever PPE you might need for your job. Whatever your job is, you've got expenses baked in around it, and those are going to go away. But you've got to account for them in today's budget. The future budget, the budget when you no longer have to go into a job, that's where you can start saying, well, I'm not going to need that. That can come out of it. That can come out of it. But be careful, life has a way of rotating around. There's going to be expenses that you don't foresee yet. So just be aware that just because you no longer have to buy the wardrobe or do the dry cleaning or have the dinners out, et cetera, or contribute to the monthly birthday fund, whatever it is you're spending money on, there'll be other things in retirement. So don't think just because you skinny it down when you leave that all that's going to be free money to do whatever with in the future. So let's play it smart. I have heard a lot from y'all with, how do I know how much I need? I've never really done an adequate budget. I just do it on the back of a napkin, etc. I got your back. I have created the Retirement Reality Reset Kit. Yes, that's what it's called. It's up here, Retirement Reality Reset Kit. And an additional separate spreadsheet that's an automatic calculator for that retirement number. So you can work through the workbook and plug your numbers into the calculator, which is multiple tab spreadsheet covering the exact same cadence of the workbook, and it will do all the math for you. No math involved, because I love myself an Excel spreadsheet. So go down there, there's a coupon down there for you as well. Grab both of them and let's get to work on that. Why do you need to know your number? Because when you decide that you're ready to leave this version of your work life, you need to be prepared and to know, do you have to work at all? Is there a gap between what you have coming in every month and what you got going out? First thing we do, and you all know this, when you've got more expenses than you have income, you look at your expenses and you try to figure out what can be eliminated. Now, there's a lot of redundancy. Most of us have gotten very comfortable with our current lifestyles, and we're probably not utilizing things to their fullest that we're paying for. Gym memberships, certain online subscriptions. Heck, 2 of my online subscriptions just told me this past week that they're raising their prices yet again. It seems like just 3 months ago they did this. I'm now evaluating, am I really spending any time on those streaming services? The answer is kind of no, it's not. Am I going to the gym as much? No, I'm getting my workouts alternatively because it's more difficult to fit the gym into my current schedule. But do I want to lay down the gym membership completely? Probably not yet, but those are different line items that I get to decide upon, and you do too. So you need to start working yourself through the spreadsheet and through the workbook, making these decisions yourself. So once we know what your retirement number is, then we can begin to unpack, how much money have you already saved for retirement? How much money do you anticipate to get your Social Security check at the point to which you draw it? Then, is there a gap? And the spreadsheet calculator and the workbook both will show you either manually or automatically what that gap is. And you can determine, do I want to work a few more years? Do I want to work some in the next version of my chapter of life? Or am I prepared not to work at all and create my own income streams and side hustles? If that is of interest to you, because that's exactly what I'm doing, down in the description is Life Experiences to Income Workbook, and I'm about to release another product to help walk you through how to figure out what you want to do as an income stream and then how to stand it up and get it going. It's not as difficult as you might believe it is, and it's actually very exciting because it'll all be yours, and you can decide what hours you want to work. For me, right now, my side hustles are from like 1:30 in the morning to about 6 a.m. Fitted in during the cracks at work. I'm currently in a parking lot where I'm waiting to go to a doctor's appointment, so here I am. Texas is currently preheating, so if you notice, I'm beginning to glow a little bit. We in the South, we women, we do not sweat. Men sweat. Women, we glow, and I'm feeling like I'm glowing now. With that said, you have to know your number so you know what numbers you need to make sure you have on hand. Now, if you have debt, you have got to figure out a way to get that paid off. So maybe you work an extra year or so, or maybe when you retire and you are still producing income with something, that's the income that's going to pay off your debt. I hope this has been helpful. I'm Jenny. I've got a little to say about a lot of stuff, and I am passionate about making sure that we all confidently and courageously address what our numbers are and get to the next chapter of life so we can begin retiring like we mean it. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Stop recording. Most of us have never done the step, retirement reality reset kit and the retirement calculator spreadsheet. You have to know your number before you can make any decisions about your future. You don't want to go to retirement and realize you can't afford it. Let's figure that out now and see what life is going to look like later.